Christopher Forsberg, Ryan Turk for our first battle, the top 16. Who's advancing on? And as you said, Ryan, championship implications here as far as points are up for grab. As Doug yells, send it. Here we go. Ford go further here in the Ford top 16. Line lock and away they go. Like I said, Ryan, these guys just came back from quote-unquote the best place on the planet, which is Englishtown Raceway Park. That's where they cut their teeth and have some fun and some missile cars. East Coast Bash, Petty, Tim Johnsrud, how we doing, buddy? Which is Club Loose. As Forsberg making use of the whole track with smoke coming off the pits of tires. Dialing in. I mean, there they go. Turk pulls away from the start line. Chris Forsberg giving chase. Wow, Forsberg diving in on the inside. Is that going to bite him? Forsberg a little straighty. Turk going off track, dipping some tire here. Forsberg with Turk, wheel to wheel, door to door. Come on, people, make some noise. Woo! A clean, fair fight. That was a knife fight. These gentlemen have driven together for many a years. Let's take a look at it again, Ryan.
Yeah, here we go on the instant replay. Right? You can see Chris Forsberg not backing down at all already on that first inside clip. Nice job right there. Watch him in the chase position. Just a tiny bit of a correction right there. Nice job by Turk out front. Good job on this inside clip right here. But Forsberg, door to door, transitions back around with a ton of smoke in his face. Sees right through it. Muscle memory all the way on that inside clip. Great job in the chase position by Chris Forsberg. I don't think that mistake, as little as it was, is going to play much of a role here. It looks like Chris Forsberg will take a position in the grade 8 as we go to the judges' scorecard.
All right, I have to assume, and there it is. Chris Forsberg unanimously gets the win. Chris Forsberg, the here we go, JTP, Robbie Nishida. Robbie Nishida does pull to the line. He is ready to go.
Both guys 2 wins here, interesting.
Yeah, I'm pulling up their stats right now as far as going against each other. Yeah, 2 wins as they have seen competition against each other. 2 and 2. So this is the deciding factor here. Who has the most wins against each other? And the last competition was actually Palm Beach last year. That was their last match, and it looks like Justin Pollock got the loss here. Look at this. Robbie Nishida. Oh, Nishida applies the pressure. Has to straighten out. A definite deficit for Nishida. Woo. Here we go. Nishida out front. Pollock giving chase. And here we go. Nice job so far by, Nishida. Wow. He actually led Pollock off. I mean, both of them hit the identical portions of the track. I mean, seems to be a trend as these gentlemen are pushing harder and harder. Not a great job there by Justin. To the judges, Robin Nishida, Justin Pollock, Andy, Ryan, and Brian. Andy says one more time. Ryan and Brian. Ryan says Justin Pollock, and Brian Eggert says one more time. So they're going at it again. I straight up, I don't agree with that. That's where I'm at. But Matt Field, Dean Carney. Look at Dean Carney. Gets into a tussle. But Matt Field, coming from left field, not bothered, man. Dean Carney pulls off. Matt Field still in it to win it. Look at that. Matt Field gets shaken but not stirred. As Jeff Stoneback will be chasing down the vehicle of Forrest Wang. Stoneback qualified 21st. And Forrest Wang qualified 5th. So both these gentlemen have what it takes to get to the top of the podium. Let's see, a Stoneback dives in on the inside. Looks like Forrest Wang, I mean, from that angle, it almost looks like it corrects, but going to the other angle, nice job. Oh, a Stoneback gets halted up. Wang with a great degree of angle, using the whole course. Woo! Forrest Wang. Dude. Stoneback, part of the RT Tuning family out of Pennsylvania. We'll see Stoneback at LS Fest. All LS powered vehicles, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Stoneback rocketing off. I mean, we are in space shuttle country. Stoneback clearly making a statement right now. Can he use the whole course? You got to keep it clean, and he does. Stoneback with great degree of angle. Forrest Wang compromising that deep line that Stoneback had as Stoneback uses the whole course. And So Stoneback or wing, we're about to find out. And Jeff Stoneback advances. The Formula Drift rookie is now in the grade 8. We're going back to the one more time battle. We're going back to the one more time battle of JTP and Nishida. As we are almost, after this battle, we'll be officially halfway through the top 16. This is JTP and Robbie Nishida. Justin Pollock. So this is your first Formula Drift event. This is a one more time battle. It's too close to call, so judges asking for both 2 runs. As JTP will lead, Robbie Nishida will lead. Again, the lead car needs to adhere to the judging criteria. Yesterday, we have our 3 dedicated clipping zones and touch and go areas. Utilizing the whole course. The chase car needs to utilize the lead car as a moving clipping point. Here we go as Justin Pollock initiates into that first corner, into the first clip. Nishida trying to dive in. Bumper to bumper, I'm talking front to back. As Nishida, nice and aggressive, Ryan. Look at this, Nishida. Whoa, yeah. Wow. That was a little sketchy, and then the sand people over there getting a little free souvenir.
Well, Robbie Nishida definitely laid down the gauntlet right here. We're gonna have to expect JTP to come back with something just as good as that, especially maintaining such close proximity right here on that first, second, and third inside clip. You can see right here, just right on that back bumper, riding it all the way. As we go back to the previous one more time.
This is Robbie Bushido Blaine Nishida, Achilles Radial SC300, and JTP Justin Pollock in that Falcon Tires Roush Performance 3D Carbon on HRE wheels, Falcon Tires Ford Mustang. Robbie Nishida leaving the start. Justin Pollock, let's see how he initiates. Nice job diving in as JTP. Look at that counter. Oh, you see that? He actually went. Oh, man. This should be interesting as they go into the crossover. The S's. Nishida looking strong. I like it. JTP needs to be up in Nishida's business. Ford Mustang is Nishida. He's running the Turbo Life. So Nishida, Andy Yen says Robbie Nishida. Brian Egger says one more time. And Ryan Lantagne says Robbie Nishida gets the win. Next battle, you talked about it, championship implications. He is a former champion. Vaughn Gittin Jr. going against Jonathan Castro. How we doing? Maddie, Ryler, and Parker watching at Gilbert, Arizona. I know you're cheering him on. Vaughn Gittin Jr., here we go. Jonathan Castro, his car operated by Chris Forsberg Racing, so they're teammates. But, you know, when it comes down to it, Vaughn Gittin Jr. wants to go for it. Here we go, Vaughn Gittin Jr., Monster Energy Nitto Tire, Mustang RTR. Jonathan Castro diving in. Now, again, Vaughn Gittin Jr. currently sitting second in points in the championship as Vaughn Gittin Jr. utilizing the whole course. Castro right there. He gets phased as Castro gets a bit offline there. Again, championship implications. Jonathan Castro out front as Vaughn Gittin Jr. Similar to what he did with Danny George. I'm surprised to see him as far back as he is. Is he pouring it on progressively through the competition as Castro? Look at him using the whole course. An absolute is Vaughn Gittin Jr. and there it is. It's unanimous. Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets the win. I think that mistake by Castro was just too big to make up. She's 350Z going against Frederick Osbo. Frederick Osbo out front. Hankook Tires, Scion TC, Motegi Racing, and Hankook Tires. As Osbo absolutely tearing this track apart. Working it. Line to line. Man. And Osbo giving chase. Rydquist originally from Sweden. And the Norwegian Hammer Osbo originally from Norway, but now just traveling all over the world, man. As Rydquist, again, dips that tire. He had problems in Pro 2, which got him a third place podium. But seems to be having some issues with the vehicle as Osbo just absolutely, yeah. And here is the judge's verdict. Osbo gets the win unanimous. Frederick Osbo gets the win. For grabs Moen and Briggs. One driver driving the 2JZ, that is Kenny Moen under the hood of his S14. And then Dave Briggs with the SR20 stroked out. Mazworks AV Fab. And again, Turbo by Garrett. Achilles radial tires underneath both vehicles. As this and one more battle after this, and our grade 8 will be forged. Here we go. Moen and Briggs. Moen out front. Briggs giving chase. Already gapped, but Briggs looked like he was shooting in there, slingshotting up, but Moen, known for his speed. Briggs trying to dive in, but look at the angle from Moen. Moen is just on fire. Woo! Here we go. You can hear the engines revving and purring, and away they go. These gentlemen have never seen competition against each other before. This is the first time you're seeing Briggs versus Moen. Briggs flying through the course. Nice job there by Briggs, but Moen seeming to be performing surgery here on Briggs' run as he is chasing him down. Man, the old Houdini there. And all three judges say Kenny Moen. Kenny Moen from Norway in the Keeley's Radial S14 gets the win. All right, so let's take a look as these gentlemen have gone against each other once. That was all the way back. I say all the way back, but 2012, that's kind of long in the Formula Drift history book as Tyler McCory. Good angle, but look at Denofa, wheel to wheel. Oh, and with that pressure, he gets too aggressive, corrects and straightens out as McCory, he touches some dirt. Whoa! Holy cow! Oh, man! Oh, man. Dude, that looked like, that was like heavy metal rock and roll. Dude, they had a mosh pit there.
I would just remind any Formula Drift fanatic out there, a couple years ago at Wall, something similar like this happened. Here we go. You can see Denofa on the inside makes a mistake right there as McCory pushes out wide on that second inside clip. Now here's the moment of impact here as we transition around. Denofa gets on it and just makes contact. He ollies up on Tyler McCory's hood. And I have to imagine that's going to be at fault for Chelsea Denofa. But
back to the action. So Denofa was at fault. He's at the deficit. I mean, it's not specified. It is specified that he's at fault.
We know. You and I know.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. So now Denofa will lead. McCory giving chase. As man, McCory looked like, he looks like the guy to beat. I think he's got a podium in him. Let's see as he's falling back a bit. Oh no! And look at this. McCory goes off course. Now, what's interesting here, Ryan, is snap. Wow. McCory, let's go to the judges. Andy, Ryan, and Brian. They say one more time, and yeah, we are good to go as Tyler McCory. Now, Tyler McCory had it in the bag, or didn't have it in the bag. He had it in the side. He had it in the. He had Chelsea Denofa on no wheels, excuse me, and he could have taken him out, but it goes one more time with him going off course. These battered and bruised cars are going at it again for the one more time as McCory is out front. GoPro Mobile 1 Chevrolet Camaro on Hankook tires as Denofa is right there. Oh, God. Whoa! Whoa! I told you he was going back to the future. He had 88 miles per hour and went back to the future. Did anybody else see that? Holy Michael J. Fox. Dude, I told you, where we're going, we don't need any roads. He caught air and he's going back to the future. And then he had 88 miles per hour and his tires went aflame.
Yeah, I mean, clearly he's going to be one of the most talked about drivers after this event is over, especially these past two runs with an incredible competitor like Tyler McCory. Right here you can see rubbing, a little bit of rubbing right there, knocking off some paint, knocking off some blinkers. But then check this out, coming back down the hill right here, Chelsea Denofa, he dives in a little bit, cuts the line.
Engage.
Fire pop off right there.
Oh my gosh, dude. You can look at this. Forsberg versus Nishida. Chris Forsberg, look at that winning percentage. 67.6 overall as Rami Nishida 47.8. These gentlemen have seen each other 3 times with Chris Forsberg besting his 2 wins over Nishida to Rami Nishida's 1. So we are ready. The judges are ready. So this is our first battle of the Great 8, Ryan. We'll revisit the final battle of the top 16, which is obviously McCory and Denofa. So here we go. Forsberg will be out front. Nishida giving chase. This should be a pretty good battle as Nishida has that speed on deck. He has the grip. He has the traction. But the style that Forsberg has, let's see how it unfolds. Nice job so far by Forsberg. Nishida, saw him tapping a little bit of dirt there. Nishida applying the pressure. Nice job. Forsberg using the whole course, as Nishida does as well. Nice job by Nishida. good showing here for our first time ever Homestead Miami Speedway. Thank you to the venue, being definitely great hosts here. All right, Achilles versus Hankook, Toyota versus Nissan. Here we go. Forsberg initiates aggressively into Nishida. Nishida pulling away a little bit there. Forsberg drops into formation. Nishida locking him up. Forsberg could have closed the door there. It was kind of an opportunity as Forsberg drops into formation. Nice job. As Nishida pulls all the way through the finish line, there's Forsberg and Nishida. Chris Forsberg gets the win. Chris Forsberg unanimously gets the win. He's advancing on to the Final Four. So here is Matt Field leaving the start. Stoneback leaving as well. Both of these, look at these rocket ships coming to nice job on that first front clip. Field, look at that, stepping out even more, progressively putting on more angle. Stoneback shallowing up, but trying to gain that proximity. Nice job by Stoneback. Woo! I like that. As a Field to be chasing him down, and if you can recall, Stoneback has been blistering speed off the line, line up those Achilles, and there it is. Look at that. Pew! Pew! As Stoneback wraps it around that first front. Oh, it's Stoneback with a mistake. A huge mistake. That looked like 2 tires off, Ryan. Oh, man, he's got to beat himself up. Stoneback and Field, judges scorecard. Andy says one more time. Look at that. Ryan Lantagne says. Matt Field and Brian Eggert says. One more time. They're going at it again. Field will lead. Stoneback gives chase, Ryan. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Matt Field initiating into the first clip. As Stoneback being lost in the smoke there. Nice job, Field, using the whole course. Wow, look at the angle. Stoneback right there. Looks like we potentially had some contact. Man, how Field threw that out there. I think Stoneback got a little nervous. Yeah, I mean, you could see some rubber there on the front fender of Stoneback. Let's take a look at this again, Ryan.
Yeah, here we go. This is the one more time battle. Matt Field out front, Stoneback in the chase position. Nice and wide right there. Good line. Stoneback coming up on the backside right here, trying to close the gap. Good angle right there by Matt Field. Good transition back. Look at the Stoneback. Boom, right there, right out of the cloud of smoke. You can see right there. That looks to be where the point of contact was. It was slight, but it does look like that there was a bump, and you could see Matt Field's car.
We're back at it. This is Stoneback out front. He's sitting on the deficit. As look at Field zeroing in on the back of Stoneback's 240SX. As Stoneback touches dirt, tries to lose him. And Matt Field gets the win. Matt Field gets the win. Not Parney, Vaughn Gittin Jr., Frederick Osbo. Here they are again. So Vaughn Gittin Jr., the Monster Energy Nitto Tire Ford Mustang 2010 Full Image of Champion. Unprecedented 6 podiums out of 7. Now these guys have seen battle 8 times overall. And as we just saw, Vaughn getting him in Atlanta at the last round. Vaughn has 6 wins over Osbo's 2 wins, 8 overall. Here we go, Vaughn Gittin Jr. throwing it in there. As Vaughn utilizing the whole course. Frederick Osbo back there quite a bit. Vaughn going line to line, smoking the Nitto tires. As Osbo consistently back there about the one of them is going to be kicked to the side. Here we go, Osbo. Now that's what we were looking for. Vaughn Gittin Jr. diving in. That's what we'd like to see previously in his other battles against Castro and even all the way back to Danny George, who he took out earlier. As Osbo, oh, there, dude, unbelievable how Osbo is using this whole course. Unbelievable lead run. Frederick Osbo and Vaughn Gittin Jr. And it's unanimous. Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets the win. A.K.A. Evergreen Speedway. So, again, purchase your tickets the 20th and 21st of June. Wall Stadium, New Jersey. Here we go. Nitto Tire Grade 8. Look at that. Ooh. Tyler applying the pressure, the bash bar. Nosing in on Kenny Moen. Nice job by Kenny as he pulls away from the Rock McQuarrie. Kenny Moen, nice swing. Go, Wade Wilson, thanks for watching. Here we go. Tyler McCory out front, missing that front bumper. And Kenny Moen, he seems, dude, he is hungry for it. He got a podium, second place in Long Beach.
Wow.
And look at that, there's Tyler McCory. Good job by McCory, but Kenny Moen right there. Good transition. Man, Kenny Moen is right there on the back bumper, regardless of, I mean, Tyler McCory, he looked strong. He looked like, as you said, not aesthetic. He looked performance-driven, but could not shake Moen.
Well, here we are on the first inside clip. Coming up in here, I love this line right here by Tyler McCory. Very fluid, very smooth, nice and wide. You can see Moen takes a little bit of a shallower line, but he does so because he wants to maintain as close proximity as he can, and he does just that. Nice job right there, really closing the door on that third inside clip and then across the finish line. So exceptional lead run for Tyler McCory.
And there it is. Kenny Moen gets the win. Kenny Moen is in the Final Four. This is our first battle of the Final Four. Vaughn Gittin Jr., Kenny Moen, they're on one side of the bracket. They did see battle against each other. Look at the percentage of winning, 66%. Vaughn Gittin Jr. over a 46.9 of Kenny Moen. Kenny Moen running that Turbo Life, the Turbo by Garrett Turbo Cup up for grabs. A fun Turbo championship within the overall Formula Drift Championship. We're ready to send it here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Vaughn Gittin Jr. will lead. Kenny Moen will give chase, and away they go. Vaughn blasting off the line, leaving Kenny Moen in the dust, but don't count him out just yet. He could definitely catch up. Naturally aspirated V8 of Vaughn Gittin Jr. Working the course, looking strong. Stripe to stripe, a little bit off, but using the whole course. Kenny Moen just getting up to, so here we go. Kenny Moen now leading, Vaughn Gittin Jr. giving chase. Kenny Moen, Achilles radial initiation as Vaughn Gittin Jr. dives in, backs off just a little bit. Could that hurt him? He jumps back into position. Chasing down, look at Moen's angle. Shallows up there, didn't go all the way out there in that touch and go area. I don't know, I mean, we're gonna see one more time. We're going to see Vaughn Gittin Jr. Well, look at this. So Andy says Vaughn. One more time from Ryan Lontaine. Brian Eggert says, one more time. They're going at it again. Oh, Chris Forsberg. Pennsylvania versus NorCal, San Jose, California. CX Racing, Nitto Tires, Black Tracks, S14.5, V8 supercharged. Can he take down the force as Forsberg noses in? Nice job by Field, getting aggressive out of the gate. Dropping a bit of tire there is Forsberg. Shutting the door on Field. Forsberg working the whole track. Back to back. Field drops it in. Whoa! Are you kidding me? Woo! Field. Precision work. Come on, Miami, make some noise.
Well, let's take a look at this. You can see right here, Chris Forsberg initiates into the first turn. Matt Field right on their little tire drop. That's maybe the first mistake we've seen from Forsberg all day, but Matt Field right there on the back bumper. Good transition down the hill, coming into the last inside clip, and Matt Field just takes one. A textbook move right there from Jeff Stoneback. That was a Stoneback move right on the inside. Great job making it.
Field is letting it all hang out. Forsberg, wheel to wheel, initiate, throws it in on that first clip. Forsberg knows he needs to let it hang out. I'm sure his spotter Scott told him, yo, you gotta pour it on here. As Field, nice job out front, using the whole course. Transitioning there is Field. Field pulling away from Forsberg there. Here we go. Field and Forsberg. Is Forsberg getting taken out? Is Field advancing on? One more time from Ryan Lontaine. Andy and Brian say. Chris Forsberg says Brian Eggert. Andy Yent says. One more time, they're going at it again. Here we go. Vaughn Gittin Jr. Parker Jet, cheer him on. Here you go. Vaughn Gittin Jr. out front. Kenny Moen initiating, sliding into formation. Vaughn Gittin Jr. good angle, good smoke. Pouring on more angle there, Ryan. Kenny Moen not as close as he was on that first run. Bit of a window of opportunity here. Vaughn Gittin Jr. not going out to that touch and go, not going wall to wall. A pretty straightforward run as Vaughn Gittin Jr. Monster Energy Nitto Tire Mustang RTR. Here we go. And there is Kenny Moen leaving the start line. Let's see how he goes. Vaughn Gittin Jr. nosing in. A bit more aggressive than Moen. Hitting that rumble strip, popping it up. As Vaughn closer. Kenny putting his car in the right places. There's that signature entry there into the S's. Vaughn Gittin Jr. closing the door. Man, Laz, you talked about the muscle memory. I know. And here is the judges' scorecard. Who's going to the finals? Vaughn Gittin Jr., Kenny Moen. Ryan Lontaine says Vaughn Gittin Jr. Brian Eggert says one more time. Andy Yen says Vaughn Gittin Jr. is going to the finals. So Chris Forsberg, Matt Field, make some noise, Miami. Here we go with Chris Forsberg.
Yeah, very interesting for the championship here. I have to imagine that Vaughn Gittin Jr. is not so quietly cheering for Matt Field in this position, because he would need those points to make up that gap that Chris Forsberg has.
Well, you saw that he is very capable, able, willing, and aggressive, Matt Field. Let's see how he does here. As Forsberg throws it in, Field's right there. CX Racing S14. Forsberg, Chris Forsberg Racing Hankook tires. He's running those champion spark plugs. Look at the angle from Chris Forsberg. Matt Field tries to duplicate what he just did. Field's out front. Forsberg is chasing him downfield. CX Racing Vortex Supercharged V8. Here comes Chris Forsberg chasing down that bright yellow. I mean, what a contrast of vehicle setups here. And look at, there it is. I mean, Field, a little hippie shake there coming into that front clip. Whoa, that was weird. As Chris Forsberg now getting that proximity to Field. Here's the results. I have to assume it's Forsberg, and it's unanimous. Chris Forsberg gets the win. Forsberg and Gittin are in the finals. As we are getting ready here for the finals, Chris Forsberg Racing Hankook tires 370Z, naturally aspirated with nitrous, a VK56. Now, Vaughn Gittin Jr. actually truly naturally aspirated. No nitrous whatsoever. Monster Energy Nitto tire, Ford Mustang RTR. We're ready to send it. Here we go. Chris Forsberg out front. Vaughn Gittin Jr. in the chase position. Vaughn Gittin Jr. applying the pressure. As now, look at Vaughn Gittin Jr. door to door, wheel to wheel. Look at these gentlemen go. Chris Forsberg using the whole course. Great show. Man, that's what we're talking about when you compare Vaughn to Vaughn. You see something like that, you're like, dude, I know you have more, bro.
Well, we knew it was going to be close. Both these guys have a ton of grip. Vaughn dives in from the get-go. You can see Chris, an excellent line moving up the hill. Vaughn Gittin Jr. falls in right behind and peeks back in right here. Nice job on proximity, staying very close to Forsberg as they come in to the second part of the course. Look at the line right here. Forsberg has a better line here, but Vaughn takes advantage of the inside opening and closes the door on proximity. So
judges ready, fans ready. Vaughn Gittin Jr. out front, Chris Forsberg in the chase position. Here we go. We're ready to send it here. Vaughn Gittin Jr. These are the finals here as Chris Forsberg falls back quite a bit, potentially having some issues with his vehicle. Now trying to catch up to Vaughn Gittin Jr. Good transition from Vaughn Gittin Jr. where it stands right now. A huge gap between these gentlemen. Make some noise for Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Chris the Force Forsberg. I have to assume that was just an out front charging there by Vaughn Gittin Jr.
Well, going back to the first run, it was very, very close with Vaughn staying with Chris the majority of the run with a couple mistakes back and forth, and that was a pretty close battle. But on this one, Forsberg falls back quite a ways. You'd like to see him a lot closer here, especially in the finals. Not sure exactly what's going on with this vehicle. Chris should have enough grip there, but that might be all she wrote for Chris Forsberg. We'll wait to make it official. We'll get
the winner, running a V8 under the hood of his vehicle from the East Coast. LMF? No. He's ready to rock. Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets the win here in Miami. And in second place is Chris the Force Forsberg. And it's Chris Forsberg Racing Hankook tires, Nissan 370Z.